And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment to battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another squad from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he got that one in the end zone. You guys up front, line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. If that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
And all of our prep work coming into this national championship, we really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A running play called on fourth down. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Makes sense going for it here. Kind of that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's second down here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. And they go for it here on 14 inches. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Golden Bears pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled, but only after taking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll feed the back again. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And the Golden Bears come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Banks up the 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. And there's the handoff. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that combination of power and speed. If you start to watch him run this football, you can see why defensive coordinators around the country are very nervous when they have to go up against him.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Yeah, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. As a design quarterback keeper. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down. Longhorns will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Oh, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. Takes the field now. Last drive stalled. They're supposed to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking tackles. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or have to settle for 3? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Cal's offense back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They're going to run the option. Solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll try the right here. Got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Golden Bears starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead.
On the
And the Golden Bears are in the red zone. And the running back takes the handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. He's past the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football. Everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first?
He runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. And the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So California's offense back out on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Escapes the pocket. Will avoid the big hit with the slide. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running out of time in the pocket.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Just time enough for one more play in the half. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Cal's offense takes the field now. We get the second half started with a running play. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. The Golden Bears will crank up the tempo. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. Here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Makes it with the 16. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Cal's offense back out on the field now. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
And the Golden Bears will line up now. It's first and goal. The quarterback's got it on the option. And that pass ball's incomplete. Second down and goal upcoming. We're going to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, Golden Bears. That puts them on top in the second half. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Second down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
You bring it back and leads to the 30-yard line.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't you, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Ball fielded near the 35. When the returner brought down by the coverage team. So California's offense back out on the field now. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
Runner finding some space, though. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution of the option.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got that first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Defensive backs up to the line, showing press. An inside give now from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. offensive line. They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll try the option play here. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a first down.
Trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
Receiver in motion now. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair.
I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
He does his job with a PAT. This ballgame is tied here in the fourth quarter. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Takes the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Makes it second and medium. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Boy, snap to the back. Oh, great juke, and he's in the clear. And a big gain down here to 29. They're threatening. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
He hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give him credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Pass is caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And the Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Handoff here from the shotgun. Touchdown, Cal. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now is able to set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bickley. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle. Important second down play coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. We're moving the receiver now before the snap. We flip it to him on the jet sweep. Across the 40 now. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. You're not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Quick throw to his receiver. And he finds his target. He has the first. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, obviously, a field goal does them no good. They're going to have to put the ball into the end zone and hope that somebody can make a game-changing play.
And the long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. With the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Cook Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the California Golden Bears.